fell through the first half of the year.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders running to the football pretty quickly.
Again, Anderson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And let's look quickly here at the Denver offense.
The growth of Demaryius Thomas. Since college has led him to be a consistent Pro Bowl receiver in the NFL. In college, ran a lot of the deep routes, almost all the time, almost exclusively. The NFL has added in everything else. Big-bodied guy, excellent production, but still his stock in trade, getting downfield and catching the long ball.
And he spots Henderson open left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
4 down, check. Gun!
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Coming this way. Here we go. Let's go. Blue 90.
A shotgun snap for Simeon. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Jordan Hicks in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player. I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
You try that to the other side, not this side.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Lion. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist.
Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
All right. I mean, what do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
Now Wentz, and incomplete there. A nice hit, jars the ball free, and brings up 3rd down.
Blitz, they're coming.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd.
3 down.
Ramp.
Under crunch. Under crunch.
Here we go, back. Sunday.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Now, that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on 3rd down to force the incompletion to set up 4th. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Go. Lady.
3 down.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and Normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
57's Mike 57.
On second down, here's Simeon. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Michael Kendricks in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the team. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Nigel Bradham. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. This is a nice little stretch he's putting together. Remember, 3 sacks last week.
And now he's off to the races in this game because he thinks, okay, that's the start of something big because he's in a zone. He's locked in. So offensively, you've got to occupy him. Maybe even run the ball at him as opposed to passing it so he can't just pin his ears back and rush the quarterback.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
They'll begin the drive with a jive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Hey, we got right. We got
Fort
right.
Tokyo. Hey, Lou.
Hey,
Here we go. Hey, Fort Tokyo. Dragon. Hey, kill. Hey, Fort Tokyo.
On second down, here's Wentz. And incomplete on the deep ball.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Double tight.
Go 5-9.
We got three, fellas. We got 3.
Throwing is Wentz. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. He's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
You don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
Here we go. Back man. Hey, kill. Hey, Fort Tokyo.
Check.
Run.
Check.
Wentz now on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's second down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Second down following the incompletion.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Here we go.
3 down.
Fort Tokyo.
The play clock's running down.
Check. Fresno.
Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. Buying time to his left. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game, and now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They go play action here on first down. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And coming out now, the Broncos. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now, not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Let's go!
To throw on 2nd is Simeon. And this one complete to Virgil Green. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A very solid gain of 27.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right. Hey. 4 down.
They give it to Anderson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, baby. Get hot. Let's go.
They run it again with Anderson. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. So back-to-back plays here where he couldn't get anything on the ground. Now you face a 3rd and 10 and assume you're going to try to pass it, right?
I would think so, because you've tried to run the ball, and really it didn't matter who got the ball in the play because there was no space to go. So I think you step back, throw the ball to try and pick up the first down.
Hey, watch the right. Watch the right. Watch the screen. Green, 39.
3rd down now. It's C.J. Anderson. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Tight ends on the Ringo.
Here we go. Dragon. 5'9".
3 down.
Kill. Sunday. 120. Fort Tokyo.
They'll start out on the ground with a jive. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Here we go.
Now Wentz. A deep ball for Dotson. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Kill.
Give me that ball, defense.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
Here we go. 120.
3 down.
Lion.
Buzz. Be ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown to this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And they give this time to the tailback. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Lady.
You got 3 down.
Shotgun now for Wentz. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
Returning it, Carlos Henderson. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 22-yard line. Reminder later tonight, a good one down in Miami. It'll be the Raiders and the Dolphins. A lot of playoff history between those two in the 70s.
Yeah, there sure is.
And then tomorrow night, we wrap up Week 9, the unofficial halfway point of the season with the Lions and Packers from Lambeau. Simeon on 1st down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jordan Hicks in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Simeon now on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sanders. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jordan Hicks, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This is taken at the 18. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3 point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe. That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Crunch.
There we go.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Go. 120.
Wentz to throw on second down. He's going to look deep down the field. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
The Eagles on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he motions the wide receiver. Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Throw left side complete. That's Burton. And I think the ball's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. Often on fumble. You look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Green 39.
Following the fumble recovery, Simeon. And he will find a man here as Thomas comes open. Thomas barreling ahead and all the way down to the 10-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 52 yards.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates down.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Demaryius Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos draw a bit closer.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Josh Doxson and company heading back onto the field now. Second quarter, a guy like him, no catches, so that's the surprising part. But they're winning, so maybe they've been able to do some other things effectively, I guess.
And they found other ways, haven't they? Because the receivers will tell you, offense needs to run through us. But they're managing to get it done in this ball game without having to actually do that. I wouldn't expect them to stay silent for the rest of the game.
Yeah, you got to think that his first catch is coming at some point.
Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Outside coming. Outside coming.
Here we go.
Wentz now on first down. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now Wentz throwing on second down. Completes it right side to Doxson. And he's going to be taken down deep into Bronco territory. That one goes for 36 yards.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Coming up at halftime, remember, we'll get you out to Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of this first half. That is, of course, unless you decide to skip him.
And for the record, we do not encourage that.
On first down, Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Elliott now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Demaryius Thomas gets set to go again on offense. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he... reaches the 27.
Man left.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
Now a first down throw, Simeon. On the right side, caught by Green. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Out of the gun, Simeon. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Here we go now.
Third and long, it's Simeon. Over the middle, he finds Henderson, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And McManus able to put it through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So a good kick that time, and he's able to redeem himself from the previous miss.
And fortunately for him, he got the chance to do that not long after missing the first time. Sometimes a whole game goes by, and you don't get that chance at all. So you keep it with you till the next time you take the field.
Nelson Aguilar and company getting set to go again on offense now. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Throwing on first is Wentz. Being chased out left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Red zone opportunity.
Tight end to the right, boys. Tight end to the right. Move.
180.
Alert, alert. Three down.
Ram.
He's coming. We got double up.
From the red zone now, Wentz flushed out right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal forward pass, offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
I can't believe they even let you play.
120. Kill.
Hey, check 24.
Lion.
Check 24.
Sunday.
Check.
A final shot before half for Wentz. Letting one go deep for the end zone. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. Now, never mind, Larry, forget your halftime report. Apparently, we are set for the third quarter of action already. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Here we go. Blue 80.
Three down.
Throwing now is Wentz. A deep ball for Dotson. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Ten yards still left on second down.
Ringo.
Play clock winding down. Now a play fake. Wentz. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Here we go.
It's a sneak. It's Wentz. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
There we go. Back, man. Sunday, dragon.
Now a handoff looking right. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Bulldozes past him and able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Watch tight end.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
The pigskin on the 7-yard line now. It's 1st and goal.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Run.
Three down.
From the gun, it's Wentz.
I got 11.
And that is caught. It's Aguilar for the Eagle touchdown. Nelson Aguilar with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Vinny Curry in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
On second down, here's Simeon. Sanders has it over the middle. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on.
Now Simeon stripped. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Pulled in at the 24. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Strong right. Strong right. Strong right.
Kill for Tokyo. There we go.
You got three. Three down.
Sunday for Tokyo.
Now they try the right side here. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Wentz going to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
The Eagles on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
We got three, fellas. We got 3.
Liz 5-3.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. They go play action here on first down. A deep ball for Dotson. And this is taken in at the 5. And that one results in 35 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Forced out to his left. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Kill. There we go. Back man. Lady.
On second down, here's Wentz. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Shotgun now for Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. Hard throw, incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And Elliott puts this one through. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 1st and 10, Simeon. Now Simeon stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
And now we look at Josh Doxson. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Now a guy who's been a Raider his entire career. This is Marcel Reese. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. 2nd and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now a former New Mexico Lobo, it's Jarrell Presley. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Let's go! Blue 90!
And they'll try to fire up the running game with C.J. Anderson. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Here's Simeon. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is fielded at the 27. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Tight end right. Tight end right.
Go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
20.
Wentz will try again on second down. Eluding the pressure right. Room here to run. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Blitz! Yeah, baby!
NFL teams last year a little under 50% on fourth down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Here we go now. Detroit. Blue 90.
On first down, it's Simeon.
36.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Broncos on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39.
From the gun, here's Simeon. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Nelson Aguilar and company getting set to go again on offense now. Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation, the catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A big play there. 49 yards. And the Eagles continue to roll.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. He's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up. 4
touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Elliott on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
Here's Simeon now on second down. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Back to throw, Simeon. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To throw on second is Simeon. A dump off to Anderson. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Jay Ajayi works his way back onto the field. And these numbers showing up on the screen, that's why he's their star. They kept him down for a little bit, couldn't keep him down for a full 4 quarters.
But what they were hoping for was a half of a game. And if they could have shut it down at the half, they had done their job. But as you mentioned, a full 4 quarters. And the best, they always feel like they're one run away from changing the momentum or breaking something big. And we're starting to see that here in the second half.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That's it, go. Sponge.
And to give this time to the tailback. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, Go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11.
Here I come. Here I come.
Go. Please. Sunday.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Hey, stash.
Watch, twist.
Now this time Wentz will throw. And his throw is incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. Third down here.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Lion.
Let's go.
Kill.
Kill.
Now Wentz on third down.
Check the backer.
It's brought in by Doxson. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. That goes for a gain of 31. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, check.
On play action, it's Wentz. Fights loose. Flush to his right. And some space here. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Sunday. Go.
Wentz to throw. And that one is incomplete. He just dropped it. But they're up big on the scoreboard, so maybe he can chuckle about later.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. Wentz to throw for it on fourth. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Broncos will take over on downs. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification. Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try to...
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Simeon in need of something big following that sack, facing 3rd and long.
Here we go. 3-19.
Out of the gun, Simeon. And that is incomplete. When they need to play on third down, you kind of know what direction the ball's going, but the defense knew it too.
Yeah, it's a good call because they wanted to put 2 men on him, and they did. Dare him to throw into double coverage. Really what you're saying is, let's see if one of your other receivers can beat us.
That's taken on the 25. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. 6 yards to go here on 2nd down.
Tight end left.
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. Completes it right side to Doxson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Wentz now on 1st down. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Here we go. More Tokyo.
Hey. We got 3. We got 3 down.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. They were looking for Johnson that time, and now it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
That's a 1st down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Check 3.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophy, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear a peep of protest out of them. That's just who they are.
And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
One last throw here for Simeon. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
Hey,